What if I told you that the US government has concrete evidence of UFOs and high-ranking officials are scrambling to control how this information gets out? Today we're diving deep into a shocking conversation with intelligence insider Matt Pines about what's really happening behind closed doors with UFO disclosure, from classified programs to national security threats. What you're about to hear might change everything you thought you knew about UFOs. In the next 10 minutes, you'll learn about secret government programs, recovered craft, and why China might force America's hand on disclosure. But first, let's understand who we're hearing from. Matt Pines is a former intelligence community member who now works closely with defense and cybersecurity matters in Washington, D.C. His unique position gives him direct access to information most of us never see. Let's start with what the government actually knows. Here's Matt explaining the core reality of the situation.
Non-human intelligence is real, that it has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is ongoing. And there's elements of what you would call our defense and intelligence and defense industrial system that has been aware of that for a long time. Exactly how much they know, exactly what they know, I don't have a high confidence assessment of that.
Let's break this down to understand just how significant these revelations are. When Matt talks about ongoing interactions with non-human intelligence, he's not speculating. He's drawing from extensive experience within intelligence circles. This isn't about blurry videos or questionable eyewitness accounts. We're dealing with documented evidence that's been systematically collected and analyzed by military and intelligence agencies for decades. The existence of physical materials and craft represents a paradigm shift in how we need to think about this phenomenon. These aren't just lights in the sky. We're talking about tangible technology that defies our current understanding of physics. The implications are staggering. Imagine having access to technology that could revolutionize everything from energy production to transportation, from medical science to space exploration. This is why the government has kept this under wraps for so long. The technological implications alone could reshape the global balance of power.
We have physical materials. We have craft.
The upcoming congressional hearing is particularly significant because it represents a shift in strategy. For years, the government's approach has been simple: deny everything, but something has changed. The fact that senior officials are now pushing for disclosure suggests they're no longer in control of the narrative. This is where China enters the equation. Think about what Matt's revealing here. The Chinese government may have made significant breakthroughs in understanding and potentially reverse engineering some of this technology. This creates a race against time. If China goes public with concrete evidence of non-human technology, it could devastate American credibility and potentially destabilize global power structures. The US government isn't just worried about public panic. They're worried about losing control of one of the biggest technological advantages in human history.
There's a belief by some individuals that there is going to be a 0 to 1 moment, and that they want to do as much as they can to sort of foam the runway to mitigate the impact of that.
The 0 to 1 moment Matt mentions isn't just about public disclosure. It's about the fundamental transformation of human civilization. We're talking about technology that could potentially solve our energy crisis, revolutionize transportation, and completely change our understanding of physics and space travel. The government isn't just managing public reaction. They're trying to control the integration of world-changing technology into society. Let's consider the strategic implications. If China has indeed made breakthroughs with this technology, it could explain their increasingly aggressive posture in global affairs. They might be operating from a position of technological advantage that we don't fully understand. This would explain the urgency behind recent U.S. government actions, including the creation of the UAP task force and the push for more transparent reporting mechanisms. What's particularly interesting is how this connects to recent military observations. Many of the reported UAP characteristics, instant acceleration, transmedium travel, and apparent anti-gravity capabilities align with the kind of technological breakthroughs that could emerge from studying these materials. If China has made progress in understanding these technologies, it could explain why military encounters with unexplained craft have increased dramatically in recent years. The fact that the Defense Department isn't fully aware of these developments speaks to the compartmentalization of this information. We're dealing with programs so classified that even high-ranking military officials might be in the dark. This creates a dangerous scenario where our military might be preparing for conventional threats while a technological revolution is happening right under their noses. Here's the shocking reality about why officials are rushing to get ahead of this.
China may have actually reverse engineered, or had inspired technological platforms and capabilities as a result of their own research and development programs associated with historical technology, exotic antecedents.
The revelation about China's potential breakthroughs with exotic technology isn't just concerning, it's potentially game-changing for global security. When we talk about reverse engineering or inspired technological platforms, we're not discussing conventional military advancements. We're talking about fundamental leaps in physics and engineering that could make traditional military capabilities obsolete overnight. Think about what this means in practical terms. If China has gained insights into anti-gravity technology, quantum propulsion, or other advanced systems derived from these historical technology antecedents, they could develop weapons and defense systems that our current military infrastructure simply couldn't counter. This isn't about better missiles or faster jets. It's about technology that could fundamentally alter the rules of warfare and defense.
If China has made a break for these things and maybe made some breakthroughs that would be problematic for the rest of the Defense Department that maybe isn't mostly aware of these things.
The Defense Department's lack of awareness about these developments points to a critical vulnerability in our national security structure. When Matt talks about this being problematic, he's understating the severity. Imagine trying to defend against capabilities you don't even know exist. This is why there's such urgency in the intelligence community to bring more of the defense establishment into the loop. The compartmentalization of this information has created a dangerous blind spot. We have military planners preparing for conventional conflicts while potentially transformative technology remains hidden in classified programs. This disconnect between our public military capability and these classified programs creates a strategic vulnerability that our adversaries might exploit. What we're witnessing isn't just a slow drip of disclosure, it's a race against time. The government is trying to maintain control of potentially world-altering technology while facing pressure from multiple directions. They need to manage public reaction, maintain strategic advantage, and prevent adversaries from gaining the upper hand, all while dealing with the reality that this information might leak through unofficial channels. Consider the broader implications of this situation. The government isn't just worried about public panic or national security. They're concerned about maintaining global stability during what could be the most significant technological transition in human history. The integration of these advanced technologies into society could disrupt everything from energy markets to transportation systems, from military defense to space exploration. This explains why we're seeing a carefully orchestrated disclosure process rather than a sudden revelation. The government needs to prepare multiple sectors of society for changes that could fundamentally alter our technological and economic systems. They're not just managing information, they're trying to prevent potential societal disruption while maintaining strategic advantages in an increasingly complex global landscape. This conversation with Matt Pines goes far deeper than what we covered today, from detailed accounts of recovered materials to insider insights on classified programs that could reshape our understanding of technology and reality itself. Watch the full episode of the TFTC podcast to discover what else the government might be hiding. The link is in the description. Hit like if this information shifted your worldview, and leave a comment sharing your thoughts on whether you believe we're ready for full disclosure. What would you do with this technology if you had access to it?